In every team and organization, there are just those lingering and unresolved issues that just won't go away, no matter how hard we try to wish them away or ignore them. These are what we call stinky fish problems. It's a great title, isn't it? But these are problems that, if unaddressed, can lead to resentment, conflict, and inefficiency among team members, gradually eroding overall productivity. So it's really important to identify the root causes of these stinky fish challenges. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the root cause of stinky fish and some of the strategies that we use to actually help address them. My name's Garen Rauch. I'm an organization development consultant and have been for almost the last 2 decades. And we work with organizations from all different sectors at all different levels to help them achieve great performance. So what are the causes of stinky fish? So we've got some for you here. So number one is inadequate communication. So often unresolved issues stem from a lack of transparent or effective communication within the team or across the organization. And when information isn't shared well, it can lead to frustration and confusion and mistrust as well, leading to stinky fish. Number two is resource allocation disputes. So when team members or departments feel that resources aren't being shared fairly, such as budget, time, manpower, it can create resentment and hinder productivity. Number three is interpersonal conflicts. So this is a really common one. So personal disagreements and conflicts between team members or between departments or across business units can really fester if not addressed. We've often gone into organizations and seen conflicts that have gone on for months, if not years as well. And these conflicts really disrupt team dynamics and really contribute to a toxic work environment. Number four is unmet expectations. So sometimes team members have unspoken expectations about their role, about their promotion, or their need for recognition. And when these expectations aren't met, it can really lead to disappointment and disengagement. And this really kind of leads to that kind of underlying feeling that leaders really need to notice. Number five is resistance to change. So resistance to change with an organization can often lead to stinky fish situations. So an example of this might be where team members may hold on to old ways of working or old practices or systems, even when they're no longer effective, because maybe they're tradition, they're the way we've always done it, or we haven't bought into the new way of working. And this really creates drag in an organization. Number six is unresolved feedback. So when performance feedback is not provided in a timely or constructive manner, it can really lead to issues, and employees may not know how they can improve, or they've received the feedback and maybe they disagree with it, so they harbor negative feelings about this feedback and can't move on from it. Number seven is unclear goals and objectives. So if team members are unsure about the team or organization goals and objectives, it can really create confusion and people pull in different directions and hinder progress. And they may not know how their work contributes to the bigger picture. And again, this is another one of these things that we just need to work through as a team or as an organization. And number eight, last but not least, is inequitable workload. So when some team members are consistently burdened with a heavier workload, or they perceive that they're burdened with a heavy workload compared to others, this can really lead to frustration, to resentment again, and burnout. So we've identified 8 different contributors to the stinky fish issues that you'll have in your team. We work with teams and organizations all of the time to help them identify and then resolve their stinky fish. So we're just going to share some of the things that we do when we work with organizations. So the first thing we do is often create a psychological safe space. So we work with the leader and the team members to actually help them feel comfortable sharing their concerns without fear of reprisal. So we use facilitation techniques to really get people to speak openly and safely and to get those kind of themes out so we can actually really resolve it. Because often as a leader, people aren't explicit about these things. You as a leader may not be aware of the stink of a particular fish. Number two that we do is we really help equip and train managers to be attentive listeners. So many managers are kind of tuned into listening to the basics because they're really busy. So we actually invite them to listen to 2 levels below. So encourage leaders to be attentive listeners, absolutely seeking out team member concerns, and often the most invaluable insights come from those on the front lines. The other thing we do is we actually get managers to name the issues. So we equip them with the confidence and tools to not shy away from the problems or just sort of sweep them under the rug, no matter how sensitive or taboo they might be. They have to address these directly and call them for what they are and get everyone else to call them for what they are, which is stinky fish. A key strategy that we take with teams is we get the teams to collaborate on solutions. So we involve your team actually developing the solution rather than just leaving it to the leader, because this requires people to take ownership of the resolution process and so that the problem becomes our problem rather than the leader's problem. And then finally, what we also do as well is we actually set clear expectations. So once we've actually identified the stinky fish and we've developed a plan, we really take the time to make sure that everyone is clear on their role in resolving these issues and the timeline for doing so. And we make sure that that really encourages accountability. So we've shared lots of reasons why you might have stinky fish in your team and how you can start to actually address them. If you have any other ideas and strategies that you use, then please put them in the comments. We put videos like this all of the time. So if you are looking to find new ways of working, if you're a leader that's looking for a performance edge, or you're an OD practitioner or an HR practitioner and you'd like to do it, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and we'll let you know about the next video.